The year is 43 AD. The Roman Empire, vast and powerful, has its sights set on a new prize, Britannia, the island we know today as Britain. The Romans brought with them their legions, their laws, and their way of life, seeking to impose their will on the native Celtic tribes. Among these tribes were the Iceni, a proud people who inhabited the lands of East Anglia. The Iceni were known for their fierce independence and skilled horsemanship, ruled by their king, Prasutagus, who had made an uneasy alliance with Rome. Life under Roman rule was often harsh for the conquered Britons. Heavy taxes were levied, their lands confiscated, and their customs disregarded. Yet for a time, the Iceni enjoyed a fragile peace, their king allowed to rule under Roman authority. This delicate balance, however, would soon be shattered, igniting a firestorm of rebellion that would shake Roman Britain to its core. It was the death of Prasutagus that lit the fuse, unleashing the fury of a queen and her people against the might of Rome. Upon his death, Prasutagus had attempted to secure his kingdom for his daughters by bequeathing half to Rome and half to his heirs. This act of attempted diplomacy backfired spectacularly. The Romans, greedy and dismissive of Iceni customs, seized the entirety of the Iceni kingdom. Boudica, Prasutagus' widow, and her daughters were subjected to public humiliation and flogging, a grave insult intended to break the Iceni spirit. Instead, it ignited a firestorm of rage. Word of the Romans' cruelty spread like wildfire throughout the Iceni lands and beyond. Tribes who had long chafed under the yoke of Roman rule saw an opportunity for liberation. Boudica, her voice hoarse with fury and grief, rallied the Iceni and their allies to her banner. She swore vengeance against the Roman oppressors, vowing to drive them from her land or die fighting. The rebellion was not merely about land or taxes. It was about dignity, freedom, and the right to determine their own destiny. The Romans had misjudged Boudica. They had underestimated the fury of a mother and a queen scorned. With Boudica, a warrior queen, at their head, the Iceni and their allies launched a lightning campaign of retribution. Their first target, Camulodunum, modern-day Colchester, a symbol of Roman rule and a settlement of retired Roman soldiers. The Roman defences were weak, easily overrun by the ferocity of the rebel attack. Camulodunum was burned to the ground, its inhabitants slaughtered without mercy. The streets ran red with the blood of Roman citizens, a testament to the rage of the Britons. Boudica's rebellion then surged southward. Londinium, which is now London, a burgeoning centre of trade and Roman administration, was next in the path of the rebellion. Panic gripped the city as news of the Iceni advance spread. The Romans, caught off guard by the scale and fury of the uprising, hastily abandoned the city to its fate. Londinium, like Camulodunum before it, was sacked and burned, its inhabitants suffering the same fate as those in Camulodunum. Verulamium, or modern-day St. Albans, another Roman town, met a similar end, each victory fueling the flames of rebellion and striking fear into the hearts of the Romans. The Roman response, when it came, was swift and brutal. Gaius Suetonius Paulinus, a seasoned Roman general, gathered his legions and marched to confront Boudica. The two armies clashed in a final bloody battle. The exact location remains a mystery, but the outcome is clear. The Romans, despite being outnumbered, were the superior military force, their disciplined legions and superior tactics proving too much for the Britons to overcome. Boudica's forces, though fighting with unmatched courage and fury, were ultimately defeated, their rebellion crushed beneath the weight of Roman might. The fate of Boudica herself remains shrouded in mystery. Some accounts claim she took her own life rather than be captured by the Romans, a final act of defiance against her conquerors. Others suggest she died of illness as the rebellion faltered. Whatever her end, Boudica's name lived on, whispered in hushed tones by the Britons as a symbol of resistance against tyranny. Her story, though a tragic one, serves as a reminder that even the mightiest empires can be challenged by the will of those fighting for their freedom. Boudica's name still resonates centuries later, a testament to the enduring power of courage and